So our co-main event of the evening, we've got the strawweight, right? This is a fun one. Amanda Lemos against Gillian Robertson, right? So, yes, right? Amanda Lemos. She's 38, 5'4", 65-inch reach. Overall pro record of 15-5-1 in the UFC. And she's 9-5. Coming off a loss in her last fight, right? Which was against Tatiana Suarez. That was September last year, right? Before that, she beat Izamin Lucindo, lost to Verna Janjaroba, right? Got caught with an armbar in the second round. Beat Mackenzie Dern, right? The current champion. That was a fight of the night, right? So she's been in there, right? Lost to Wiley Yang. That was a challenge for the belt. When she first popped onto the scene, man, she was on a tear, right? On a tear. So she, made her debut all the way back to July 2017. Lost to Leslie Smith, right? Second round stoppage via elbows. But, came back, beat Miranda Granger, Mizuki Inoue, Liviana Souza, Montserrat Ruiz, right? Angela Hill, which, the Angela Hill was a fight of the night. Took her all the way to a fight against Jessica Andrade. But that was a crazy one where she got arm triangled standing up against the cage, right? And propelled Andrade into a title fight. Right, so she then beat Michelle Waterstone Gomez, Marina Rodriguez, which then got Lemos that title fight, right? Which, she lost. Beat Dern, and then it's just kind of win, lose. Kind of, we started to see a decline, I feel, in Lemos, right? Whether it is a decline due to age, due to, a degradation of skills, or it's like, has her wanderlust for fighting started to wane, right? Maybe it's that. She's in big fights and she's fought big people, right? She has wins. So it's just kind of, sometimes it does seem kind of lackadaisical, right? But who knows? Who knows? All we do know is she needs to be on her P's and Q's Saturday night. She's going up against a savage, right? Gillian Robertson. She's 30, 5'5", 63-inch reach, right? A 16-8 overall record. Within the UFC, she's 13-6. And she's got some very big wins. Right, it's funny because they've got a lot of similar opponents. They both fought Michelle Waterstone Gomez. They both fought Marina Rodriguez. I think they're the big ones they have in common. But yeah, Gillian, man, she's got, I I think at the beginning, there was some inconsistencies, but you knew she was good, right? You knew how good Robertson was. It was just, does she believe in herself? And you could see some nights she did, right? Like, she was the underdog against Molly McCain, which I thought was crazy, right? I went with Robinson, and Robinson did what she, you knew she was going to do, right? She came to UFC via the Contender Series. She was so young, though, right, when she bought Barb Hornacek, right, former, right? Barb Hornacek was that girl, like, at the very beginning, who everyone revered, right? Who was, winning everything, that big name. But I feel like the time the UFC came around for the women, like, she was in the twilight of her career at that point. But yeah, she's very good. Robinson is so good. And I think in recent times, we have seen her realize that, right? Realize how good she is. And we have seen that reflected in the results, right? She's on a 4-fight win streak, and that was Polyana Viana, Michelle Waterstone Gomez, Luna Pinheiro, and Marina Rodriguez, right? The last being May last year. I think Robinson is going to keep that momentum. I really do think that she could challenge for the belt, right? I think put together, just a few more wins, and I think she could make herself undeniable for that challenge because it's a fresh challenge. She also hasn't fought Mackenzie Dern yet, right? So who wouldn't want to see that, right? Now, obviously, Dern is the more decorated jiu-jitsu practitioner, but Robinson is no slouch. No slouch, right? She beat Rose Namajunas in grappling, right? She's good. So, yeah, I want to see Robinson pick up this win and then just call out the champ. Call out the champ. Who the fuck knows what will happen? It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Gillian Robinson for the win, people. Now, what do you think? Who have you got in this fight?